So I recently decided that I would make a new channel for my music, where I would keep this channel for comedy and the other where I dump my music and music videos. But I decided it was a bad idea. And what helped me in that decision is I made a post on YouTube and I said I'm gonna do this. And a lot of comments said it's a good idea, but a lot more comments said it's a bad idea. I always knew it was a bad idea. I always knew it was something I don't want, because I want this channel to be just a representation of who I am. Just like, yeah, funny stuff here, music here, not funny stuff here, cat. I want it to be just a very sincere representation of my creativity. I don't want to be like one-dimensional. So I'm just going to do whatever I want. I'm going to post whatever I want. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't want to watch it, great. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be answering some questions that I have been asked, and that's it. Any comments on Arab Mom? If you've seen my older videos where I used to post skits in wide instead of shorts, Arab Mom made a couple of appearances, and she's going to be making more appearances in the future. Do you have Arab dad moments in your life, or are you 100% Rudy? I hate to admit it, but when I'm driving, especially in LA, there's no way I'm not Arab dad. There is no way. The people here deserve it. The people here need to be humbled. They need to be yelled at. They need to be honked at. I don't have road rage. It sounds like it, but I don't. I want to know though, when Larry met Rudy's story, how old was he at the time? Is he a rescue? Any pics of him as a baby will be appreciated. Listen, he was adopted when he was 6 years old from a shelter. I don't have any baby pictures of him. I wish I did. But he still looks like a baby now, doesn't he? Look at this.
You're a little baby. We're talking about you. Yeah, so sleepy. Have you ever thought of acting as a career, like in TV shows? Your skits are awesome. Thank you. I do want to get into acting. I just got an acting agent, actually, here in Los Angeles. I do want to be in TV shows if possible. Why not? Why not? Like right now, I have a certain type of recognition where if I'm at the store, if I'm walking in the city and stuff, I get recognized. And it's still cute. It's still attainable. I can go to the store, be a normal person. But I don't want to reach that level where I can't do that. I want to live a normal life. But I also want to make a lot of money, so figure it out. You seem to be quite a sensitive person, but also quite a badass. If so, how do you manage these two aspects of your personality? They seem so opposite to each other. In what sense am I a badass? I'm kind of sensitive, I admit. But in what sense am I a badass? From my skits? I'm acting. I think the badassery that I represent could be more manifested in the sense of like, I don't give a fuck. And in that sense, you're absolutely correct. If you had to choose one fruit to win in a fruit battle, which fruit would you choose? And why? Honestly, I'm assuming you mean one type of fruit, but used in multiples, because in that case, I would need to have something very light that could throw, or I could move very fast. It would not be like a watermelon, even though a watermelon is pretty heavy. If I were to drop it on someone, I would need to have an elevation, I would need to have a way to get to that elevation, and I would need to have my enemy pass underneath me in order for me to throw the watermelon on top of them. But in that case, I would prefer to have a basket full of apples so that I can just carry the apple and throw it at someone wherever they are. I don't need to have elevation, I need to have a certain throwing distance, but I'm pretty confident with the way I throw. So I would take apples or very, very ripe persimmons. Those could be like a bit wider than apples, have a better grip. Yeah. So these two questions are kind of the same. Did your own dad inspire you to create out Arab Dad? Will you get your actual dad on your video someday? If not, tell us about how he inspired you. A lot of experiences that I had with my dad were kind of similar, but I wouldn't say conversationally very similar. It was just the setting. So like, yeah, I'm in a restaurant with my dad. Yes, he's being very particular about food. My dad is annoying in restaurants, so like that's very accurate. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching, but you are like habibi just relax. I wouldn't say he's to the level of habibi spice douchiness. That's a bit exaggerated for the videos. So yeah, habibi spice has a lot of inspiration from my own dad, but also a lot of other observations I've made in the Middle East and Lebanon. And also I have a Lebanese friend who's a bit older than me, who inspired me a lot for him. Like he has a lot of the same mannerisms and the same way of thinking. It's just how it is, And if you live in Lebanon and you just watch the men, that's what you got. Are you happy? Well, first let's define happiness. What is happy? If you asked me a couple of years ago, are you happy? I would have probably just said straight up no. The past 3 years were pretty hard. A lot of things happened and it seemed like one thing just kind of happening, one bad thing kept happening after the other, just a lot of bad luck. Or maybe the good things happened, but the bad things overshadowed them. And I think all that stuff made me feel that I exist here, but all future events are kind of looming on top of me, and all past events are looming behind me.
or like dragging behind me. And now I'm in a state where I exist and I'm able to kind of like just be in the moment because of all like I'm practicing gratitude and all that stuff. You know, it kind of works if you know how to approach it. Also, my back injury from the car accident has improved a little bit. It's still not great, but it's livable and it's way better than before. That's gonna affect happiness, of course. So yeah, am I happy? I'm happier. So, have you spent any of your life in Lebanon and do you like it there? What are some of the best things about it? Do you ever visit your dad there? I've lived there since I was a baby up until 20 years old. That's when I moved to the United States. I have not visited since. I was planning to visit last year, but I didn't want to go because of the current situation. Lebanon has a lot of things to be desired, honestly. The food is great. The people could be great. The sense of family and community is way bigger than the States. Like here, it's all about making money, business, the grind 24/7. But over there, like people just want to have fun. They want to vibe. They want to have a breakfast. They want to have a lunch. And it's just a different approach to life. That's why some people who are used to the life there, they come here, they don't know how to balance it. They're like, I need to work. The best argument Lebanese people like is like, oh, you can go to the beach and go to the mountain and ski in the same day. You can't do that. Geographically, yeah, you can do it, but realistically, you can't do it. Same thing here in LA. Good luck with the traffic. You're gonna be sitting for 4 hours and that's not gonna work. Are you planning more guitar philosophy type videos? You're referring to videos like this? Yeah, maybe, if I have anything to say. I don't want to just make videos to make videos. But if I feel like I have something valuable to add, I will add it. Are you going to focus more on OF? How do you get these ideas for YouTube videos? Do you have any plans for your career? Habibi, you can only get one question. So are you going to focus more on OF? Maybe I am. You wouldn't know unless you go find the link in the description. Why not move to New Jersey where it's cheaper? There's a new $100 million Lionsgate. I don't care. I would be in New Jersey. I don't care if there's a $500 million studio. Am I gonna go sleep in the studio? I'm gonna be in New Jersey. Why would I want to be in New Jersey? Are you going to release a new song by the end of the year? I'm going to probably release 2 songs by the end of the year. One is like an acoustic vibe, and one is like a more electronic, dark wavy type. Do you like being a YouTuber, or would you do something else? But this is good money. I work alone. I don't have a team. I don't have anyone I talk to or bounce ideas off of unless they're friends. But I love working alone. I can do whatever I want. I wake up, I'm feeling like writing a song, I can write a song, or I make a skit, I make a skit, I make a Q&A, I make a Q&A. No one's here to say no to me. I love that. And honestly, you can't do YouTube for the money because even if you're not lazy and you work hard, you can still make $100-200 a month. That's it. Or you can even make nothing. So there's a lot of luck involved. There's a lot of good content involved, and it's exhausting mentally. It's exhausting creatively. But I don't think I could be doing something else anymore. I can't be employed. Like imagine someone is like, hey Rudy, can you do this, that? No, fire me. Just fire me. Are you vegetarian? I am vegan. You know when you go to a restaurant and someone is asking for a paper straw, but they're eating steak? That's why I'm vegan, because there's a lot of cognitive dissonance in the world. Oh, cute cat, I love cats, but I had chicken for lunch and I'm gonna have steak for dinner. Habibi, like, this is an animal, the other is an animal. They all wanna live, they all wanna nap, they all wanna be loved. Why eat them? I can get nutrition from not eating them. 5 minutes in my mouth? Hold on. 5 minutes in my mouth is not worth it. Do you think wormholes exist in the universe? And if so, do you think that mankind have ever or will ever travel through them successfully? I do think wormholes could exist. The statistics and possibilities of them existing are very high. I do think that even if we prove their existence within our lifetime, we will not be able to travel through them or to them because of distance. And even if we are able to prove their existence within our lifetime, I do not think we would be able to travel to them because we are limited to the speed of light. And most likely they will exist thousands of light years away. So, no habibi. Relationship status and why so many tattoos? Single. And why not? Alright, that was all the questions I've got today. If you have some questions you think are easy to answer, I'll respond to some comments if you want, if I feel like it. You can grab one of these shirts in the description, give it to someone you think is a hamar. It would not come with this dirt, unfortunately, but it's okay. I like it with a bit of dirt on it.